What's going on, guys? Tony Ivanov here with another video lesson, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about the one trade I placed on CNIT where I profited around $380 playing the morning spike. Here's my profits right there. Very fast trade. The entry wasn't the best. I got kind of robbed on the market order, but I managed my risk pretty well, and I got out with a profit. I left a bunch on the table, as you can see, as it spiked up into the fives, and I sold around here. But it's always good to take your profits into strength, because then you're not just panicking and selling on the way down. So with that being said, if you don't know, every single day I give away $25, and it goes to the random commenter of the previous video lesson. So I have that ready right now. Hit start, let it do its thing. So if you're new to the channel, if you want a chance to win this $25, just leave a like, leave a subscription, and leave a comment down below, and you can ask me a question inside of the comment. And if you could, leave your email address, your PayPal email address, so then I could send the $25 live. So Javier asks, this is why I have FOMO. Do you have FOMO? No, I play my trades conservatively, and people say that it's a bad thing, but I do not have FOMO. If I see a stock spiking up, I will just let it run without me, and I don't really care how high it goes, because there have been many times where, especially when I was new to trading, there'd be like a morning spike that just keeps spiking up over and over again, and it just seems like it's never gonna end. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna buy in here and see how high it can go. Well, the problem with seeing how high it can go is that you don't know it's the top until it's already down 10, 20, 30%. So I was burned a bunch on those types of trades where I chased the stock and it just instantly crashes without me. And new traders ask, like, oh, like I bought the breakout, why did it fall right afterwards? And my answer usually is okay, where did you buy the breakout? How much was it up on the day? Like, let's say that you were buying this so-called breakout here over $5. Yeah, it's technically a breakout because it broke over $5, but look how high it had to go that far. So you could imagine everyone down here who bought in this range was taking profits up here and selling their shares. So you cannot just treat nice round numbers as breakouts, even though they act as levels of support and resistance. The real breakout that caused this run is the breakout over pre-market highs. This would only be a breakout, let's say if it hit that level, it pulled back into the U shape and then broke out again. But you cannot just have consecutive breakouts when you have green candle, green candle, green candle. So great question, Javier. Let me pause the video real fast so I can send him his $25. Alright, so here's the $25 going out to Javier Forces. Send money now. And there it goes. Congratulations. So yeah, let me talk about this trade, and let me just talk about why I knew this was going to run, and my watch list, because my watch list today was on point. If you watched my video last night, I specifically said that because CNET ran 800%, it'll most likely make all of the other Chinese stocks lift up and run. So my watch list was purely Chinese stocks. If you are interested in seeing my watch list, I post it every single day on tonyivanov.com/blog. I also post it in my Discord chat room and in stock twits everywhere. But you can see I said Chinese stocks are running in sympathy with CNET, so keep an eye on these. And then I just listed out even more and just listed out their floats. So you can see CNIT was actually the first one, and it had one of the biggest floats. But there was CNIT, CCIH, CPHI, CREG, CGA, and so on. All these are Chinese stocks, and I believe they all were green on the day. So let's just check out CPHI real fast because I know this one ran a lot. CPHI started down in the 25s in pre-market and spiked up all the way to $1.25. So $1 per share on a stock that was 25 cents. That's an absolutely crazy run. I believe top to bottom that's like 400%. Yeah, very strong move. Best place to enter would be right here, this beautiful pattern that I teach in my course. But yeah, this one you could have played the pre-market breakout, but it was already up so much I wouldn't want to buy the breakout of $1 because I mean you're risking $1 per share of a drop technically, and you don't really know how much higher it can go when it's already ran $1. So didn't play that one. CNET, the one that ran yesterday, just faded off all day. Had a crazy run yesterday, but CCIH I believe ran today. CCIH had a morning spike, so there's one. CGA, did that have a morning spike? CGA had a morning spike. CREG I know had a spike too. So the watch list was on point today. CCCL, major spike, but this didn't hold its gains. I watched this one happen, and I was really sure that this was going to be a halt type play where it spikes up, gets halted, and goes even higher, but it didn't get halted from the 270s and spiking over $4, which is pretty crazy. I'm not sure why it didn't get halted, because usually these halts are tripped when a stock moves 10% too fast, and this is a lot more than 10%. It's like 66% in 3 minutes. So a lot of people probably lost money because they thought that this was going to be a halt play, so they were buying up all the shares hoping that it was going to halt, and it just collapsed and tanked right back down. That's just one of the risks with trading these morning spikes. You can never be too sure what's going to happen, and honestly, if you're buying down here in the 2s or the 3s and it spikes up to $4, if you don't take your profits, you're kind of crazy. But that's just me. But CNIT, let's talk about that. So CNIT, I took a long position during my live trade webinars. I took a long position and I placed a market order right at the market open, and it was down here in the 360s when I placed my market order, and my market order wasn't getting filled. It didn't get filled for like 10 seconds, and when you place a market order, you cannot cancel it, because once it's out there, it's out there. But it was just really weird how there were so many orders going through and mine didn't get filled, and I eventually got filled 1,000 shares at $3.81, so basically the very top of this candle, and then they had a massive pullback. So that did kind of worry me a bit, because at that point my thesis was, okay, if this drops below $3.50, then I have to cut my loss and just take the pretty big loss. It would have been around a $300 loss. But I was watching the middle Bollinger Band line and using that basically as like the main level that it has to hold. And once we held $3.50, I placed a sell order for 300 shares at $3.70 when it popped back up, just in case, just to reduce my risk, because if it did eventually drop down below 350, it would have been a lower loss overall. So that's just one way that you can manage risk whenever you get a pretty bad entry, and you can just take that small loss right below your entry and hold on to the rest of the shares. Because the reason why I didn't just cut it right away is because I could pretty much tell that this was going to spike up. I was watching level 2. There was a bunch of buyers, and these candles were making higher lows and higher lows and just squeezing on up. So I basically knew eventually it was likely going to break out and run. But just in case that didn't happen, you have to manage your risk just in case for whatever can happen. So eventually it did spike up, and I sold into the strength. I sold right around here, and made around $380. So very nice trade. Classic morning spike pattern, breakout over pre-market highs. I do this pattern all the time, and it's a pretty good redemption trade for this week. I had a small win yesterday. I had a larger loss on Wednesday. So all in all, now I'm in the green around $300 for this week, which isn't big whatsoever, but choppy start to the month. So with that being said, not really much else ran today. I was done watching the market after this morning spike, because I could kind of just tell that it was going to be one of those days where we just only have purely morning spikes, and then it just fades off for the rest of the day. So I went over to be trading cryptocurrencies, and I've grown my cryptocurrency account from around $1,300 to around $4,600 now in the past 4 days. So I've been really loving trading cryptocurrencies, and I'm sorry I haven't made a video on Binance, but they haven't opened up their new users, and it would be a disservice to you guys to make a video on Binance and you can't even use it. So I'm going to film that video this weekend, and the minute that they open up new user registration, I'm gonna share it with you guys. But one of the things that I like about trading cryptocurrency is that it's 24/7. There's almost no fees, and you can trade as many times as you want. So honestly, what I've been doing with crypto is just I've been taking extremely small wins and just stacking those up, looking at those predictable patterns that are very predictable for that small pop, and then just taking my profits. And it's been working really well. One of my friends, he started out last month with like $1,000, and now he has like 20 grand. So there's a lot of money to be made in cryptocurrency, and the coolest thing about it is that you use the same exact patterns and strategies that I teach. It's all just based on risk management, trader psychology, and technical analysis, which are the three main things that my course teaches you, because with those three fundamental bases of trading, you can really trade anything that has a chart. All trading works the same. It's all just based on other people buying and selling, and you have the edge when you know, or when you have a better edge knowing when people are more likely to buy and when people are more likely to sell, and you're just one step ahead of them, and you're taking those small profits. So I'm excited to make that video. Sorry I can't do it yet, but with that being said, I'm gonna wrap up this video now. Hope you guys enjoyed this content. If you did, leave a like, leave a subscription, and of course, if you want to win 25 bucks, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.